Hi, Cancer, anyone watching for Cancer. So this reading is for the 6th through the 12th. Whatever comes out, comes out. I'm working on love reads. They're a bit long, so just be patient and I'll get those out this week. I'm looking at your spread here, and this is kind of interesting because it feels like there's a conflict this week. I feel like you have been working on making a plan, but it feels like when you communicate your plan, or maybe you've already communicated your plan, not everybody is on board with the way that things should go. This feels to me as though for some of you, this could be like a work thing. Maybe you're a boss or you're on like a panel of bosses and you're all trying to figure out how a situation should play out. For others of you, this could be around like maybe you're planning a trip even is what this could be. But there's an energy of like you having a very clear idea of the way you want things to go. But whoever else is involved in this situation, it feels like they want something else or they've planned something else. And so now it becomes kind of a battle. Like for some of you, maybe you're planning a wedding, and then your fiance may have like a completely different religion, because there's something here about like morals, religious beliefs, or like somebody's ethics. It's almost like someone isn't willing to bend based on what they believe. You know what I mean? So it could be that like their religion is influencing why it seems like they can't quite see your perspective, or why they're not willing to bend on what they want. It's a little bit difficult because I feel like you're trying to work with whoever this is. The thing is it seems like this person is not as willing to work with you, right? This could even be like a client that's just very difficult and they need things a certain way. I feel as though you enjoy whatever this is. So if this is a relationship, this is someone that, you obviously care about, or if this is a job, for the most part, this is something that you really enjoy doing. The issue here, though, is that like when something like this happens, it feels as though you're not in control of the way that you're able to move. So I'm not sure if you have to like walk on eggshells around whoever this is when they get like this, or whenever you start talking about whatever this situation is, it feels like you're always trying to kind of navigate around some huge blow up. For some of you, it's as simple as like you giving someone an ultimatum that they need to work on their mental health. You know what I mean? And they have very strong feelings about going to hospitals or taking medication. It could be something along those lines as well. I feel like there's something here where you're kind of looking at like what's best for you and also them, you know what I mean? And you're coming from the standpoint of like, how can we be happy? Whereas this person is coming from the standpoint of like, we can't be happy. This is how it needs to be. You get what I mean? So I'm not quite sure what your situation is because it's going to be something different for each of you. But I feel like this is a reoccurring issue with whatever this is. This is kind of like a hot button issue, This could even be that you have a husband or wife or a significant other and their family just sucks, and maybe they're coming to town and every time they're around, they make you feel unimportant or uncomfortable, right? There's something here where it's like, it's not negotiable and you feel as though you have to keep putting yourself in the same situation over and over, because even though this person cares about you, I feel like because you care about this person, you try to allow them to have what they feel like they need based on who they are or what they believe, right? As I'm looking at your environment, there is an energy here of this being temporary. So I don't know if this is just like something that only comes around once a year. Maybe this is like when the in-laws visit or something, I guess, because the holidays, maybe, who knows? But it's the energy of like you discovering that this is going to be an issue and then you trying to work with whoever else is involved and them not being as amicable or diplomatic as you are. You know, I feel like whatever this situation is, this isn't something that you want to end. You know, you don't want to like quit your job because of this or leave your relationship because of this. Or if this is like a friendship or a family thing, you don't want to just like not be a part of it anymore. But you also are really tired of this feeling like it's a reoccurring issue or argument, right? This is something that you're just like, I'm over this. I just need this to be done. Like, we need to make a very solid decision about this once and for all. So if this comes back up, we know where we both stand, right? Because it's like the elephant in the room. It's almost like whatever this is, it's being ignored. You know, like for some of you, maybe you're dating someone who's like married. And then so you never bring up that person's partner, but both of you know, like, you need to get a divorce. You get what I mean? So there's an energy here of you wanting this to be figured out once and for all so that it's not always causing a rift in the harmony of this whatever this is, you know, whether it's a work relationship or a regular relationship. Outcome is 9 of Swords, unfortunately. So I feel like this week, this is not something that's going to get fixed at this time. Doesn't mean it won't, right? But it's just, it's going to be more of a process is what I'll say about that. You know, there needs to be kind of a meeting of the hearts rather than a meeting of the minds, because I feel like the people involved, whoever this is to you, you both care very deeply for each other. But this is something that causes a huge argument between the two of you to the point that it's like, now our focus is on like this problem rather than how we feel about each other. You get what I mean? So maybe if you can try to get back to like how you feel about the situation, like I love my lover or I love my job, right? That might help if you and that person can both kind of get into that feeling of like, I don't want to lose this, but this needs to be fixed. You get what I mean? Let's get an oracle card for you, Cancer. All right. Let your dreams shift and shape just like your life shifts and shapes every day. Ask yourself every morning, am I shaping my life the way I want it to be? I feel like it's hard because there's something about this situation that's a little bit out of your control. So what I'll say here is stand your ground, you know, because I feel like this is kind of a reoccurring thing that you've just learned how to ignore. And now it's like, I don't want to ignore this anymore. I want to be happy. I don't like the way that this makes me feel, right? So I feel as though you should stand on that, even if what you want has changed over the years of you working at this place or being in this situation. That's okay, right? We change, we grow, and our wants and desires change as well. All right, Cancer, this has been the 6th through the 12th. You all have a very good week, and I will speak to you when the love readings come out. Bye.